All right, everybody.
We are back. If you watched the first one, you're watching this one again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Much love to all of you.
If you haven't seen the first one, go back and watch it.
Go back and watch it. A lot of good stuff in there. We covered the
Rams,
Packers. A lot of good stuff in there. This video, we will be covering the Ravens and the Bills. That will be the Saturday night game. It's going to be a great game, I feel like. And I'm excited for this one. I think this one's going to be the one that everyone's tuning in for. I'm glad this is the primetime game. I know I'm going to be all over this game. So let's do it. Opening lines. This is as of about 10 o'clock Central Time on Thursday.
Hey, PM nighttime.
PM. Yes, it is nighttime.
Yep, nighttime.
It's dark out there.
That's why we're drinking.
So
we're drinking at 10:30. That's probably not good. Probably implied.
It's 10 a.m. It's
5 o'clock somewhere.
But, yes, sir. So opening lines here on Thursday. The Bills are -2.5, -142 money line, and a over under of 49.5. Ravens +120, with the spread and the over under being the same. And Joe, you want to opening thoughts on this?
I like Baltimore +2.5 a lot.
Do you?
Look at, making noises now. I mean, Indianapolis moved the ball at will last week, right? I mean, they just moved it. And I think Baltimore is a much more explosive offense than Indy does.
I think the Ravens have a little bit more of a more predictable offense. With Rivers last week and Indy against the Bills, you know he's not going to scramble much. You know he's not going to get out of that pocket and go running down the field. With Lamar, he's going to do it. He's going to get out. He's going to use his legs. I don't want to disrespect him, but that's all he's got. He's got his legs.
Oh.
He averages.
Tell him, Mark.
It's a hot take. Tell Mark. It's a hot take. I've told him myself.
I have too many times.
But when he's averaging under 200 yards a game, you're using your legs a lot as a QB. You're going to put up points, but not, like I said, not taking anything away. The man's talented. However, I just think that the Bills are a more well-rounded, explosive offense, and I think that's where we're going to see it. I'm not going to go too greedy on this one with the 2.5. That's still a field goal game.
I think it's going to come down to like a field goal.
I think it is. I would lean more towards Bills -2.5, but I am going to get on the Bills money line. Bills Mafia, they're going crazy up there. They are explosive, waiting for this game. They want to move on. I want to see it. They want to see it. Let's cash it out.
We all want to see the Ravens lose.
Bills money line. I'm hitting that hard. That's going to be my lock of the week.
Ooh.
Bills money line, lock of the week. The Ravens do not go on. Lamar only gets one playoff win this year. He's going to have to wait till next year. Right now, it's the Bills show.
I hope you're right. That's what I want to happen. It's tough, I think.
It's going to be a good game, but that's the line I love. I love that the line is below -150. I got it while it was there. I think this is only going to move a little bit more in the Bills' favor.
I would agree with that.
But I am on that -142. I'm hammering it. I'm locking it in. Whatever you want to ad lib in there, I am hitting it as hard as I can.
Hammer it.
Hammer it.
That being said, I also like the over under a lot in this game.
I do.
What's it, 49.5?
Well, 49.5.
I mean, the Bills' offense clicking right now, and I think. But I mean, their defense is not great. They have one of the worst rushing defenses in the league, which plays into Baltimore well. And I mean, I think Baltimore's going to put up points. I think Buffalo's probably going to put up points as well.
It could easily be a 34-28 game.
My pick.
It's gonna be a high scoring game, explosive. We saw a lot of games last week hit the over. I think this week is not going to be any different. I think I wouldn't be surprised if all 4 games go over, honestly.
See some scoring this week.
We're going to see some high-scoring games. We've got some explosive offenses going up against each other. overall, it's going to be just a fun-filled week of football. Cannot wait for it. So yeah, I'm in on the Bills. I'll probably throw a little bit, probably a unit, maybe two, on the over 49.5.
Good term.
And
unit. I like that.
Yeah, so we'll probably play both of those. I'll be posting my picks here probably tomorrow, so that way you all can get in on it, look through, see what you like. Personally, what's your play?
My play for this one is the over/under. I think we're gonna see points.
Mm-hmm.
If I was playing money line, I'd play the Ravens money line. I would. I very much dislike the Ravens. I hope they lose, but I think after watching Indy move the ball last week, and I think Frank Wright outcoached himself. He overthought it and made some bad calls, and I think that they could have very easily won that game last week.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'm going over/under. I hope the Ravens lose. If you go money line, personally, I'm going Baltimore.
Fair enough.
Or Baltimore plus 2.5 is not bad either. I like Baltimore getting it up.
When it's me personally, when it's under 3, when it hits that 2.5 or under, I lean more towards the money line.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Just because
value's good.
Because especially if I'm going for the underdog, like the Bills minus 2.5, I may take this. I may jump over and take the spread just because that 2.5. You're pushing it. If you win a game by 2 or 1, it's really pushed. But so it's easier to win a game by more than 2.5 than to lose a game by 2.
If I go favorite in those games, I usually just go money line. Depending on the game, I will go if I pick the dog. For example, this year when the Steelers played the Titans, they were like a plus 3 or something. I took the money line on that one. They played the Ravens at a plus 4.5. I took the spread.
Yeah.
So I kind of play based on the opponent. But if I'm picking the favorite, it's always the money line.
And one reason I bring it up is because we've had a couple of people ask us, send out DMs, message us, comment saying that one saying that they're new to betting. They want to a little more basic, in-depth kind of analysis of why we take what we do.
Too.
And so the plus 2.5, to me, that's not quite worth it. You might as well take the plus 120, I believe. That's what I do. Just because, like I said, it's hard to lose a game by 1 or 2, but it's easier to win a game by more than that 2.5. So if I'm going favorites, I'm going the minus 2.5. If I'm going underdogs, if you're on the Ravens, jump on the money line. You might as well.
I'm probably playing money line. If you're looking for a very safe bet, I like the 2.5 for Baltimore. But personally, I like the money line. I'm probably putting my money on the over under though for this one.
I am as well on the over under as well. But as I said, my lock, I'm taking the Bills money line. I think they've got it. Let's get into
we're doing prop bets.
Prop bets and a little bit controversy. Not controversy, but major things going on with this game. There could be snow.
Oh, if it snows, hammer Buffalo. Everything. If it snows, hammer Buffalo.
Changes everything, and that's why I said my lock of the week before I brought this up.
It's long week at work for your boy, right? I honestly did not know it was going to snow. I haven't looked at in depth.
I put in the research.
I just looked at the matchup. I didn't even think to look at the weather.
I put in the research. Also, one reason why I made sure to look at the weather is Lamar Jackson. And
I mean, if they're going to run the ball, if you're playing in a lot of snow and you can't throw it as well, especially when he's slightly inconsistent throwing the ball, they're just going to load the box up and take the run away.
They asked Lamar last week. Go find the interview. They asked him about how he would feel about snow. He said the only experience playing in snow that he's had is that when he was in Louisville, that he had a snowball fight with some friends. He says he hates the snow.
And now he says
I might have gone over. He didn't say he hates the snow.
Nobody likes snow.
But he did say that he prefers not to play in it, and that if it was up to him, he wishes that it does not snow. That being said, if it snows, they don't stand a chance. It's going to be Buffalo all day.
If it snows, I switch my pick from the over/under to the Bills money line.
Fair enough.
Hammer it.
Fair enough. All right, let's get into some of these props now that we've talked about. You know how it's going to be cold up there on the East Coast.
Breezy.
A little bit breezy up there.
Burn.
Oof, I would not want to be there. All right, so Lamar, they've finally brought him down under 200 passing yards. He's at 199.5 for his passing yards over under. He's only hit over 200 yards 3 times this year. Is that going to change this week?
I'm staying as far away from this bet as I possibly can.
I am too.
Personally, I would lean under. That being said, after watching Phillip Rivers kind of do whatever he wanted against Bill's defense last week, I think there's no disrespect to Phillip Rivers, but I mean, I think if he, Phillip's lighting him up. I mean, pretty good quarterback. Lamar's pretty good quarterback.
You had that ground game.
You had the ground game,
the threat of
and you mix in the play action. There's a whole other element there that Phil doesn't have. I think you get Buffalo biting up against the run, they can pass the ball even more. So I would lean under, but the fact that don't do this one, guys. Stay away from this one.
I would advise to stay away. I would also lean under if you really want to.
If you want to play it, probably get under, especially with the weather. If you want to play this one, go under. Please don't bet the over. Personally, staying away.
I would not feel comfortable on the over. He's only hit over 200 3 times this year. Don't play the over. If you want to play the under.
Smart.
That being said, I'm probably just going to stay away from this one. Most of my money is going to be up in the money line this week. That being said, Allen, however, is almost 100 more than him. He's at 296.5 passing yards. And that is a big number.
It's a big number.
I think weather plays a lot of this. A lot of these prop bets and a lot of like the over-under, I'm still going to take Buffalo one way or the other. I'm taking them, locking it in. A lot of these prop bets, I'm going to wait until 15, 20 minutes before game time before I throw anything down if I do, just to see how it's going, what they're expecting, because that's going to play a big part of this. Allen, I think he's up there on this, but I don't think he quite surpasses.
They don't really run the ball very much. They're very pass heavy.
They are
like almost what Pittsburgh was doing at the end, where they just didn't give a shit about the ground game. It's like I feel like they run the ball. They throw like 75% of their plays.
Mm-hmm. So Allen's going to be up there. I wouldn't be surprised to see him in that 270, 280 range.
I feel he's going to be over 250 for sure.
I would lean a little bit more towards the under on this.
I would lean the over.
But I'm going to stay away for that reason. 300. He's been lights out this year. It's doable. 296 is doable. He can easily do that.
If it's going to snow, if it's going to snow, I would stay away from this one personally.
Yeah. A lot of these props, I'm just throwing them out there because that's what people wanted to see.
We're for the people.
We are. We're all for the people. We're trying to make you all money, trying to make us money, trying to entertain you for a little bit. There's nothing to do. Can't get outside.
I'm a spaz, so hopefully you guys find it entertaining. Not, I can just shut. Cool.
That's a little mean. I love you.
Thanks,
all right.
Buddy. Love you too.
I'm just going to read through these 2 more that were out there. Lamar, 76.5 rushing yards. Again, a lot plays on the weather. He can easily do that. Couple runs. I would lean over, especially if it's not snowing, but it's going to stay away from that one. And then they are really staying hot on Stephon Diggs. He's at 7.5 catches and 93.5 receiving yards for his under-overs. And that's a star number right there.
Baltimore's got a better defense than does as far as secondary is concerned. I don't like it. I'll stay away from it. Especially if it's gonna snow, guys. It's so hard to tell how much is it gonna snow.
The games
how
are
little is it gonna snow.
And they hate it. It's brutal playing in that snow.
With the weather being iffy, I kind of stay away. That's just me.
I'm staying away from most of these props. Like I said, pending game time, I may throw just a little bit here or a little bit there. But I am going all in on the Bills money line. That's going to be my pick. Hit it hard. Hit it heavy. That's what I'm doing. And that's really all I've got for this game as far as making our picks, summing them up. Bills money line, if it's not snowing, may throw a little bit on the over as well. Like that 49.5. Like I said, if it's not snowing. But the money line, Bills, I'm taking it hard right now. That's going to be a lock. Weather permitting, it's going to be a lock. What about you?
I got the over-under. Right, I got the over-under. But if it snows, so my pick is conditional on the weather. If it snows, I'm going Bills money line. If it doesn't snow, over-under. Over.
There you go. There you have it. That is the Ravens-Bills for the week. Stay tuned. If you guys made it this far, keep on rolling. We're going to get into Sunday's games coming up. We will have 2 videos for those.
Yep.
And stay tuned.
Like you said, if y'all have questions, DM us. You know, to quote the great urban philosopher, Yo Gotti, it goes down in the DMs.
Something like
chasing
that.
It does. It does. Chasing _bets. I'm Joey Clementi, all lowercase.
Justin Fairspiel. Guys, give us a follow. Beers and Bets on YouTube at chasing_bets, like he said on Twitter. Give us a follow, like, subscribe. Keep these videos going. We're going to get into the Chiefs and the Browns next.
Shout out to Andrew McCutcheon. I pointed the wrong way again. But
that way.
Shout out to Andrew McCutcheon. Felt like saying.
Okay. We'll be getting into baseball soon. Stay tuned.
See ya.
Love you guys.
Philly season total over.